This video scared me a little, how close Rockstar are getting to these cars, and some cars that could have had a bit more effort in as other cars did. Yeah, there's a lot of shock factor in this video. You don't realize what Rockstar have done until you put cars side by side, and that's what we're doing in this video. Right, let's start off with the McLaren Elva, which is called the Elva in GTA. And it's a car that's not quite released yet, but when I actually put it next to the real life Elva, I was pretty shocked. There's a lot of similarities. First of all, we're looking at the livery here. This is a livery that's an option on the Elva that I put on, and it comes on the Elva, certain specs of the Elva. Now, of course, we are going to see a lot more detail in the real life version. Please ignore all the sizes on these cars. Like, you can compare everything else is realistic, but the sizes. You're not going to get real life interior designs in GTA. We all are definitely aware of that, but somehow I kind of like the GTA version. Kind of there. We've got a screen that's smaller than a phone display, but we're not here to look at that. This is a side-by-side. You can see where Rockstar really expressed their efforts. If you look at the molding of the side door, the air intake there going through the door, you can see that carry on to GTA, their own air intake, but they actually copy that. It's literally like Rockstar are saying, we can exactly copy a car if we want, but we choose not to. Look at the light design, so similar. But anyway, because we have to quickly move on, we'll go to the classic Ferraris at the end. So now, an even closer comparison. I have the FMJ here just so we can get a little glimpse of the old FMJ and compared to the new FMJ Mark V. And you can completely delete it out of the equation because it looks so much more like the real life Ford GT Mark IV than it did its old FMJ. So the Mark V FMJ looks way more like the real life version than it did with its old counterpart. I mean, look at the thing. This one has to be the most mind-boggling. The real life version is a crazy car. Look at the shapes, look at the details. But I want you to just memorize the light cutout at the back there. And let's go to the GTA version, the Mark V FMJ, and it's near enough the exact same thing. In fact, if I had a snapshot here, it would look like the same car from this angle. What are Rockstar doing at this point? You know, duplicating is a word that shouldn't be used because it's not a duplicate. But I'm sure this is the closest you can get to a duplicate. And as I've said many times in the past, I'm scared. I'm scared that Rockstar are going to get sued or something. I'm sure GTA will still be a thing, but look at the side panels. Look at the grooves. We've got the similar, well, not exactly the same grooves, but am I overreacting here? Or is just a marvelous copy that Rockstar have done and let us near enough enjoy RP and real life cars here? When we come to the front, there's a lot of similarities, not as much as the rest of the car. We have canards in the same place. We have the kind of layout of light, which was a cool addition, I think, to GTA. We don't normally see new forms of headlights. I just can't get over it. I really wanted to do the K-Tourer or the Carry, but couldn't find the exact right mod for it. We've got a more modernized Carry van version, and unfortunately that's the closest you could get. Surprisingly, there's not many K-Trucks when it comes to mods. We have the 928 and the Nardoni. The 928 does have a little suspension bug. As you can see, it's a lot higher than it should be. But this isn't an original 928. It's got some fan-made additions. And as you can see, a US spec. So it's not an exact copy of the Nardoni Rockstar have added. But because the Nardoni is based on the car and you need the donor car to make a Nardoni of a 928, we can look at it for comparison. We can see that the shape is still there. The exact same shape, same window design. Rockstar do this crazy thing where they actually copy to a T we've seen in the past, the window cutouts. If we look at the back window, we can see that it's a near enough copy. It's the same cutout, same shape. Even the corners and the kinks are exactly the same. The front windows, the same cutout. There are many different models of the 928, but I couldn't get the correct model, and this is a licensed one, so that's why it says the Vista there, because it's weird. Although Porsche do or have promoted GTA cars in the past, for some reason they don't like people using mods and bringing them in for their own benefit. So they've took down all of the Porsches on the mod websites, so now you can't get real licensed ones. But no other car company has done that. It's only Porsche, weirdly. Right, the one that I'm most interested in, because not only did I spawn the real E39 M5, I also spawned the Sentinel XS from GTA 4. And the Sentinel XS4 is literally a copy of the E39 with accents of the Sentinel from GTA 4. And the thing I love about the Sentinel GTA 4 is the bubble arches. See, with the rear end, it literally again is a mixture of the Sentinel in GTA 4 and the real life M5. This time I think it's closer leaning towards the Sentinel in GTA 4. As you can see, it's a bit taller, it's not got that wide stance, and I can't put it in any other way. We have the 365 GTB Competizione and the new GT750, and we can see where Rockstar have tamed out with copying, like from extreme cases to not so extreme cases. Now we still have duplications of front windows. They're literally the same. The panel sizes are the same. I mean, you can modify the GT750 to look a lot more like the real life thing, and it is again the closest model I could get. And the wheels are black with this model, this real life model. GTA wheels are not too different. They're not that much different at all. 308 GTB and the Itali Classic, two cars that look very, very close. I always like what Rockstar do with the wheels. They add one more spoke and it works. Instead of having the traditional 5-spoke, they add one more spoke. As you can see, a lot of people do hate the 3 tail lights that Rockstar add, but you got to have some sort of differences. To be fair, they've got a lot of similarities on other cars. There has to be something, but you can see intake again is a thinner, but Rockstar have implemented the same idea. They do have a bit of arch flare in the Itali Classic, but overall an amazing job. I don't know, what do you think your favorite duplication is? Some of them are very close. Sometimes I like an exact copy, but then when they add aspects of cars from older GTAs, that's a different nostalgic feeling. Sometimes when Rockstar add funny things in the back of their car, like Patrick, that's funny, but that's on the real life mod here. Cars like the Xeon Classic that have that anime pillow in the back. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy that, let me know what you think the best comparison was. Definitely not the Carry. The Elvas look strikingly similar. But yeah, my favorite is the Sentinel, and funnily enough, E39 is an M5 that is a dream car of mine. I want one, so if anyone could donate an E39 M5, I'd appreciate that. But again, it's only a car I can dream of for now. Maybe until GTA 6 comes out. As I've told you guys, in our Discord server, we do have a lot of these cars that somehow people obtain, and they also trade and give, and they don't ask for real life money. They ask for in-game money like Bogdan's, or they want to trade cars, and it's just a community. A lot of people can't get certain cars because they don't have any friends online. You can join our Discord, make friends, you can go in the trading server, this is what it looks like, and you can literally communicate in these trading server advertisements. And it's not just for PlayStation 5 members, it's for all consoles and PC. Sometimes you can just buy cars in LS Car Meet of people, and sometimes people do it another way, which I can't condone. Yep, it's really active. Give it a join and just browse if you want. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. See you guys in the next one.